Hello everyone, welcome. We're on day 15, lesson 15 of A Course in Miracles. As always, under the video you'll find a link about the course and towards the lesson itself. And I'll also just do a little quick snapshot of what were action points that we have to take today with this lesson. So, right, let's get straight into it. Lesson 15, my thoughts are images I have made. That is the statement we've got to remember today. My thoughts are images that I have made. Right, so it is because the thoughts you think appear as images that you do not recognize them as nothing. You think them, and so you think you see them. This is how your seeing was made. This is the function you have given your body's eyes. It is not seeing, it is image making. It takes the place of seeing, replacing vision with illusions. This introductory idea to the process of image making that you call seeing will not have much meaning for you. You will begin to understand it when you have seen little edges of light around the same familiar objects which you see now. That is the beginning of real vision. You can be certain that real vision will come quickly when this has occurred. As we go along, you may have many light episodes. They may take many different forms, some of them quite unexpected. Do not be afraid of them. They are signs that you are opening your eyes at last. They will not persist because they merely symbolize true perception and they are not related to knowledge. These exercises will not reveal knowledge to you, but they will prepare the way to it. In practicing the idea for today, repeat it first to yourself and then apply it to whatever you see around you, using its name and letting your eyes rest on it as you say, "This blank is an image that I have made. That blank is an image that I have made." It is not necessary to include a large number of specific subjects for the application of today's idea. It is necessary, however, to continue to look at each subject while you repeat the idea to yourself. The idea should be repeated quite slowly each time. Although you will obviously not be able to apply the idea to very many things during the minute or so of practice that is recommended, try to make the selection as random as possible. Less than a minute will do for the practice periods if you begin to feel uneasy. Do not have more than 3 application periods for today's idea unless you feel completely comfortable with it, and do not exceed 4. However, the idea can be applied as needed throughout the day. Right, that's it for the lesson then. So we have to keep this in mind. My thoughts are images that I have made throughout your day. So keep that statement throughout the day when you're, whenever you remember it really. And then the practice periods, it says do 3, no more than 4. And to do it slowly and for random things. So saying it to yourself first. So this, for example, this computer is an image I have made, then looking at it, that computer is an image that I have made. Doing that for just about a minute, slowly, not rushed. And then, looking at different objects. So yeah, it's a good one because we're getting to see now what we're putting on to things, like how we're seeing things, images, what we've made them to mean for us. Like a projector, that is the camera putting out there onto the screen. We're putting that screen out there. We're processing in here and putting out through the eyes, out onto objects. Like a shadow. It's like a shadow we're putting onto everything, over it. So we're never seeing it for what it really is. Like Eckhart Tolle says, he always explains like how we are the ocean, we're the vast ocean, but we think we're the ripples. We see ourselves as the ripple. We don't see we're part of this massive expansion of huge ocean. Like a room, if you look at a room, you see all these objects within it. But we're actually the space within the objects. We're not the objects. Like we're not the body. We're the consciousness that is observing what's going on in the body. It's like, it's so hard, isn't it, to wrap your head around this. It's quite, because it is like, we've made everything mean so much, like I keep saying throughout these lessons, we've made everything means so much. So all of these lessons are getting us to suddenly realize how many places we put things and meaning onto, and that we're not seeing it for what it really is. We're seeing it as an illusion in our minds, and we all see things differently. We see a film differently, we see an object differently. We don't see it. We think we do. We think everybody thinks the same, but we don't. We see it differently because we're separating ourselves, making everything individual and separate. And when they're separate, there's opposites, there's suffering, we're not at peace. And so, yeah, these lessons are all getting us to see who we really are. This beautiful, expansive energy. Like, look up at the sky, and when you feel that vastness, when you look up at the sky, that's who you are. You are that vastness. So yes, enjoy this lesson. And yeah, if you're seeing bits of light as well, just one more thing. Because I've trained in Reiki, and one thing I have experienced when I do Reiki is because you're an empty vessel for a higher energy, a higher power that comes through to heal somebody. So when I put my hands above somebody and I feel the energy, but when I'm looking and my mind is completely empty, I do see like that white light it's talking about. It's like an electricity flowing round the person. It's amazing. So yeah, I get and you might see it totally differently, but I do understand what it's saying about that light. So yeah, look out for it. Enjoy this lesson, and leave any comments to let us know how you're getting on, what your experiences are, and I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 16. All right, take care everyone. Bye.